Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. We are getting into our next course on make.com. The previous course covered operations, check runs, and subscriptions. This next course is going into Make UI. It has 5 lessons, and we'll be doing the first 2 or 3 depending on how long they are. So yeah, let's get right into it. So here I am on the course. I'm gonna just click Start Course here, and here we are. I'll just read this introduction real quick. Welcome to Introduction to Make UI and Make Foundation. This learning content will build on the previous courses. Ensure that you have completed Introduction to Operations before you attempt this course. This course will explore the following topics: My Organizations, Org/User Settings, Team Dashboard and Roles, and Templates. All right, so I'm just gonna go over here to mark this task as complete. And here we are in Unit 1, which is My Organization. Unit Introduction. Welcome to Course 4 as part of the Make Foundation learning journey. The aim of this course is to provide an overview of the Make user interface and a few important bits that are worth knowing before you continue your automation journey. In this unit, you will understand what tools are available within My Organization located on the Make dashboard. You will not be adding anything else to the scenario covered in the first 2 courses, but it's always worth being logged into Make to follow along and try yourself. Click Next. My Organization. You've briefly covered organization in the last course. However, there are many items here that you didn't explore. This is what you're going to do now. Click Next. Go over here to Subscription. Your subscription type is displayed here. Selecting this will take you to the Subscription tab. You're able to view when your operation and data usage will reset below. Active scenarios. If you have a free subscription, your active scenarios will appear here. If you're on a paid account, this will not show, as you'll have unlimited active scenarios. Over here to upgrade. Here you can upgrade your account, data transfer. Your operations and data usage will be displayed here, so you can visually see your usage for the month. And then this little chart here. This section displays your operations used over the last month. Hovering over this area will provide you with a further summary. Give it a try. Kind of already went through this stuff, to be honest. My team. You'll be covering teams and users later in this course. However, to briefly summarize, you can establish different teams from here as part of your organization. Note, this is only available on the team subscription plan and may not be relevant for your current use of Make. Not relevant. Click Next. Users. Once you have established your teams, you can invite users from this tab. Okay, click Next. Subscriptions. Over here, your default subscription plan displays here. You will be able to view and compare other payment options from this page. My plan provides a summary of your current operations per month, your unused operations, and your billing interval. Redeem coupon. If you receive a coupon to purchase more operations or as a discount on your subscription plan, you can redeem it here. Note, when redeeming a coupon for an organization, the organization owner should be the one redeeming the coupon. Good tip. Click Next. Payments. If you're on a paid plan, your payment history displays here. Any redeemed coupons will appear here as extra operations under the product header. Damn, let me get a coupon, bro. Sponsor me. Click Next. Installed apps. If you're the organization admin, you'll be able to install custom apps here. However, this is an advanced function that will be covered in a later qualification. Click Next. Variables. Variables within your organization are stored here. There are 2 types of variables, system and custom. Custom variables are a useful tool that you will cover in a later qualification. Note that these are available on pro paid plans. Variables in general allow organizations to store data and then reuse them later. For example, a custom response message could be set as a variable and then referenced as many times as needed within any future scenarios. That's pretty cool, actually. Click Next, and that's the end of the unit. Cool. All right, now we can go on to Unit 2, which is Org/User Settings. Click Mark this task as complete. Introduction. You are now at the second unit of the Make UI course within the Make Foundation. This content will cover creating additional organizations, notification and email preferences, time zone options, 2-factor authentication, and the affiliate program. Click Next. Where to locate user and organization settings. Your organization settings are located on the main menu. To find them, select your name from the main menu located at the bottom. Click your username and select the profile icon. This will give you access to organizations, email preferences, time zone options, API, two-factor authentication, and affiliate program. Cool, it's just on the bottom here. Click next. Language and details, just the one little dot over here. From change details, you have the option to enable two-factor authentication, change your password, change your email, delete your profile, adjust your affiliate settings, and sign out. Click next. Organizations are considered the top layer that contains scenarios, teams, users, and data. In most instances, an organization would be a Make customer. As a paid customer, you can have more than one organization which will be billed separately. If you are on a paid account, you have one additional free organization. Cool. Click next. Concept of multiple organizations. In the next unit, you'll learn more about teams and users and the roles that you can assign to them. An organization is a step higher than teams and users. The illustration here shows the benefits of having two separate organizations within Make, located within different locations. When you create an organization, you are required to select the geographical location of the data center. This is where Make will process and store the organization's data. Note, the location of the data center cannot be changed after the organization has been created. Click each dot for an example of how you can utilize multiple organizations. So up here it says global business, and the first organization says EU-based HR team. Click on this. As part of the global business, the HR team is based in Europe. The business has opted to create an organization of storing data at this data center. There are 3 teams within the single organization, all of which will use Make for different purposes. Each team will utilize Make for recruitment purposes, Team 1, automate payroll, Team 2, and ensure staff training is up to date, Team 3. They will consume around 12,000 operations per month on average. Click over here to the second organization, which says US-based sales team. As part of the global business, the sales team is based in the US. The business has opted to create an organization for storing data at this data center. There are 2 teams within the single organization, both of which will use Make for different purposes. Generating invoices and closing payments for Team 1, selling the product and working with marketing to create leads is Team 2. They will consume around 8,000 operations per month on average. So you can see that these 2 different organizations are under the same business, the same global business, but they're just using Make for different purposes in their separate locations. And they can be under the same Make account basically, because if you have a plan that's higher subscription, like once you start actually building scenarios for like actual like big companies, you can do this all from one place basically. Click next. Email preferences. Your email preferences are displayed here. There are global notifications to toggle tips for success and organization notifications, which include errors encountered in a module, warnings encountered by your scenario, and deactivation of a scenario due to critical issues. Like the scenario summary page, you can toggle the relevant email preferences that you would like to receive on or off here. Okay, click next. Below this, you'll see your organization's notifications. If you have multiple organizations, you can customize your notification type for each organization. These will be notifications for if your scenario is deactivated due to critical issues, e.g. multiple consecutive errors, warnings encountered by your scenarios that need your attention, e.g. as failure to connect with your apps and services, and notifications about errors encountered by specific modules in your scenarios that impact the performance of your scenarios. In the event that your scenario encounters an error, your notification is displayed at the bottom of the menu. So it tells you, exactly when something goes wrong and where it is too. Click next. Time zone options. Go over here to web. Updating your time zone here will be reflected on any scenario executions. Scenarios. Changing the time zone of your scenarios will adjust the format dates are presented in. For example, it'll change from day, month, year, to month, day, year. Click next. API tokens. API tokens will be thoroughly covered in a more advanced course. However, if you are familiar or experienced with APIs and would like to start utilizing the Make app, you can view the documentation here. You can store up to 5 API tokens in this section. Click next. Two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication can be enabled here. 2FA will add an extra layer of security. So each time you log in to Make, you'll be asked to generate a 2FA code from a separate device. Note, after your first enabled 2FA, you'll receive a series of backup codes. It is crucial to export these as soon as you see them. These act as a failsafe if you are unable to authenticate on a separate device. It is advised that you save the export in a secure location. Click next. Affiliate program. The Make affiliate program rewards users who help us spread the word about automation and onboard new customers to our platform. Do you want to tell your friends and colleagues about Make and earn commission? If you choose to take part in the affiliate program, you can configure your affiliate settings from this tab. All right, cool. Unit complete. Let's see. We only have 2 more units in this course, so I'll probably save that for the next video, and then we'll probably do the end of course assessment. We can probably do the 3rd and 4th unit and also the assessment in the next video, because these ones are kind of flying by, I think. So we should be on the next course, the 5th course, which is I think the last one. So we should be on the 5th course by, yeah, this is the 4th course. We should be on the 5th course by next week, which is awesome because we're just flying through these things, which is great. They're super quick and easy to follow, in my opinion. But let me know if you have any questions, if you think they're easy to follow, if you think they're a little complicated, a little complex, let me know. That's probably gonna be it for this video. But yeah, I hope you are all doing well, and I appreciate you watching. If you find any of this interesting or you want to see more, please feel free to drop a like, comment your thoughts, or hit that subscribe button. That's about it for me. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care.